Alright kid, it's time for the PE9 rap, yo. It's time to start the show. Attention! All you underlings and sports stars. All you rising high schoolers and high school freshmen. You better shape up if you want to pass PE9. PE9. That's right. Just got real. He was just a boy. Who's out of shape and weak. There's nothing he can do. But when he hears that whistle, he's out of sight. The running, stretches, and playing. He might not make it. But with these friends and foes to aid him, he might just get it. Who knows? Starring, starring, you know who. That's right. It's time for high school PE. The road ahead will be tough, but he can do it. With T, debater, and track master, he's got some support. Got some support. Highlight, blonde, beer, battery, know him well Highlight doesn't, and they know his past. Then he's got athletic aid with short, stretch, opposite glasses, and bestie. He's got it. 59% is as quick as a cat, and if you have seen your girl or quitter or number 0, then you may as well say screw that. Number 2 and number 8's performance is unknown to him, and that girl codenamed Dabs, her skill he don't know either. And don't expect to lose with BB player on your side. Hugger and that girl are excellent ones too. Trio girl 1 and 2 like the bond. May not be good, but the other one has a dark bond with his ally. But alas, there are 2 foes that stop him. Cheater and Mr. Obnoxious, that's who. Quite a gang, I say, but somehow I might just make it. And now, it's time. PE9. And I'm sorry I didn't put a little title at the end of episode 4 saying what episode 5 is going to be. So episode 5 is An Omen of Good Change. Anyway, so it's like the beginning of the 6th week or so, and we all go to the boys go into their locker room, and believe it or not, there's 2 SROs waiting for us in there. If you don't know what an SRO is, it stands for School Resource Officer, because some kids have been smoking in the boys' bathroom near the cafeteria, and in the locker room, so they're thinking it was us. So this was a bit scary because I didn't want to get falsely accused. The SROs had come over and smell our breath, and fortunately, none of us were accused of smoking, but that was a bit scary. Okay, so anyway, An Omen of Good Change. I started out with, it was just kind of a free day, so I ended up doing some Patriot kickball, which is different from crazy kickball. Patriot kickball. So I assembled a team, and I got T and Trackmaster to be on my team, along with battery and glasses. I got them with me, and a couple of others I can't really remember, even though I have the name sheet right in front of me. I got 59% to join me, along with I think Beer and one of the girls, I can't remember. And yeah, I had plenty of athletes. So I think I had the advantage with that factor. And then, believe it or not, Mr. Obnoxious actually got to be the captain of his team, and guess who he recruited? Yeah, he recruited a Highlight. I'm pretty sure it was him. He recruited Highlight, and then he recruited Red Girl and Hugger and pretty much all the girl athletes. Along with Abs and I think 3 trio girls, but yeah. Everyone else is just doing their crap and whatnot somewhere else. And so it started out, and I actually won this, but it's kind of an interesting story how I won this game. Alright, so what happened is, we play my team's got the advantage, and we're winning, and then we're losing again, and we're losing, and it gets like to like 15-30, their advantage, and I'm like, oh man, I knew this would happen. But then my team eventually gets back up and up and up and up, and it's 30-30. But one vital thing I left out. Throughout the course of the game, several people dropped out, and some different people came over. Like Battery, I consider her an athlete, or Glasses does anyway. And she freaking dropped out. Come on, we needed you. And at the end, when it was like 30-30, guess what? Okay, I still had like 6 or so guys on my team, right? And then the other team, guess what? They had like 4, and I had like 8, and they forfeited like pussies. That's pretty pathetic of you, Mr. Obnoxious. But the way I see it, I mean, like, they lost Red Girl, and I lost 59%, and they lost Highlight, but, okay, so it was like my 8 people versus Mr. Obnoxious, Hugger, one of the girls who I didn't have a code name for, her name is Jordan, Hugger, Jordan, I think it was, Mr. Obnoxious, and one other good person. Who was it? Highlight? Well, okay, I can't remember who that 4th one was, but yeah. Out of the 4 people they had, 3 of them were athletes, and you're saying you forfeited? Okay, so the actual score was like 32-33, I think, and my team had 33, they had 32, so we were winning, and then they forfeited. So it was like, oh, we forfeit, and I'm like, wait, forfeit? Are you crazy, man? You had like, why would you forfeit? Who cares if you have 4 people on your team? 3 of them are athletes, 1 of them being you. That's no excuse to forfeit. That's just pretty sad. How you have 75% of your team are really good players, and you forfeit, and it's just by 1 point, dude. That's just pretty sad. I mean, come on, man. Well, here's what I say, Mr. Obnoxious. If you ever find this video, come on, you had that coming. Well, not really. But anyway, and then the next week or so, we went out and did, of all the things in the world, tennis crap. No, tennis is fine, but like we never were actually playing. We were just doing a bunch of drills and whatnot. Like we took our tennis racket and our balls. Like Miss Watson's like, okay, bounce them up and down, boop, 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 boop. It's like walk around the court doing that, and we did a bunch of other things like balance it on the racket. And then we had a competition, and this is where I decided to change her name from Trio Girl 3 to Cheater, because she was like freaking cheating. Okay. She was like freaking cheating. She was like, there's some competition, it was like, see who can bounce it the longest. And I saw her drop her ball, but she got back up, and Miss Watson didn't even notice. But good thing she didn't win that, but still. So yeah. Speaking of which, and then like the next day, we did a crazy kickball game. Yeah, my team was composed of T, Trackmaster, Glasses, 59%, and Stretch. I can't remember if he was on my team or not. And the other team was composed of Mr. Obnoxious, Highlight, Red Girl, Abs, and Bestie. They had Bestie on their team, and I think they had Hugger too, and Cheater, of course. So yeah, I mean, I think the amount of people was even, but the amount of athletes I think was their advantage. And they were cheating. I mean, why cheat when you have more athletes and you're gonna win anyway? They cheated, okay? I mean, like, I got Highlight out because like I was like, oh, you're not getting away from me as she runs past my base that I'm at, and so I get her out before she gets a point. But yeah, they were like freaking cheating. I mean, like, okay, so like Mr. Obnoxious and Cheater like are standing on my base and I'm guarding, and so like before and like once the pitcher pitches the ball, okay, so the pitcher pitched the ball, and before the guy kicked it, they started to run. That is cheating. That is so cheating. My God, you people don't understand the definition of fair play. Especially you, Cheater. Why are you just cheating? I mean, like, you're supposed to run after you kick it, you idiots. Jesus. So, yeah, I got pretty pissed at them, and I'm pretty sure I lost that game. But only because they were cheating, right? Come on, get a grip. And plus, they had really good players, and like it was impossible to keep up with them. Half the time, the ball went over to the other side of the gym, so that took a lot of time to get. And I'm pretty sure they took advantage of that to get points. Yeah. Well, guys, figure there's only one more PE9 episode left after this. So, I'll see you then.